Hi, I'm Phyllis from southernfrugal.com. I wanted to talk to y'all about the comments. Now, I'm going to entitle this video, Where Are the Comments? Because YouTube has changed something. And what they normally did was every time anybody made a comment on one of the videos, I would get the email. And so I could just click on that and go straight to it. Well, and now I don't get those at all. Only emails I get are when people subscribe. So I thought, okay, maybe on the YouTube you have to check the little block if you want notification, and certainly I had checked the block. Well, I went back to check on that and I couldn't even find it. So apparently what they're doing, I think, is letting all the comments come through Google Plus. Now what happens then is sometimes I don't get the comment that someone made for 2 weeks. It's been that long before. So I'm a little disappointed in YouTube on that. I'm going to keep checking on it, but I've worked on it now for 2 days and I cannot figure it out. So if y'all know something I don't know about that, please tell me and maybe I can find it. Now, if the comments are on a recent video, like the last several days, I just go to the video and check underneath. But one of the videos had 80 comments on it, and half of them I didn't get, half of them. So anyway, if y'all ask a question and I don't answer it, you're going to know I couldn't find it, okay? So, but still leave the comments, because I can go to the video and go underneath them and read it. Now, when I go to Google Plus, and maybe I'm doing something wrong on this, I don't know, but when I go to Google Plus and say 3 different people have made a comment on the same video, I click on it and then I go down to read the comment, and then when I come back, it's gone. I can't then see what comment the other 2 people made. So the only way I can do that is to go directly to the video. Now, I've got, I think, 850 some videos. So if someone asks a question on, say, the old-fashioned fudge, I don't know it. I don't know it. So I couldn't answer your question, because I did get a lot of questions on that, because it is a different technique on that fudge to make it and to get it to turn out right. And so people in the past have had a lot of questions on it, and I try to answer every one of them. If I can see them, I can answer them, okay? So part of my entertainment in this life is reading y'all's comments. I love it. And a lot of times I'll answer comments sometimes during the day if I've got time, but I always do it at night. That's like my entertainment instead of TV, right? That's what I do. And I really enjoy it. That just makes my evening if I can see all the comments. So anyway, it's a little frustrating. All right, so we're going to move on. Did I confuse y'all? Because it kind of confuses me. I know that I'm supposed to get notification, and I'm not getting it. I get it on number of people subscribing. Everybody that subscribes, a new subscriber, I'm getting that. And they did send a note on several of the videos to me that said they had not been able to count correctly subscribers and comments and several other things. So I pretty much know it's YouTube. I just don't know when they're going to fix it, or if they are going to fix it. I do get the notification in the Gmail, I mean not the Gmail, the Google Plus thing, which is in my case up on the right side of the screen. But like I said, if say you have 4 or 5 people that make a comment on the very same video, and I go to read the full comment on one of them, then when I come back it's not there anymore. So the other 3 people, I didn't get to read that. I have to go to the video and just keep scrolling down below it till I find where the new comment was. Anyway, so I cut myself with my new knife. Okay, y'all don't fuss at me. I know better, but I did it. I was cutting the top off this little carrot we're using in the video, and I cut a little place in my thumb there. I should have put it down on the board and cut it, I know. but these knives are as sharp as a razor blade. I swear, I think a man could shave with them. They're that sharp. But anyway, this knife's a little bit longer than the ones I'm used to, so I cut my finger. Not bad. It was a clean cut, a real clean cut, and it wasn't deep, but it sure did bleed a lot. Anyway, I wanted to share with y'all a little technique my grandmother used to use. My granddaddy sharpened all of her knives on this sharpener stone thing. It was square, about that big, and I can still see him sitting in the kitchen sharpening all of Grandma's knives. And every time he sharpened them, she had, I don't know, 10 knives probably that he sharpened. And she would cut herself every time, and she would just fuss and fuss, but she wanted her knives sharp, and he made sure they were always sharp. But, you know, then they get a little dull and you're peeling something and boom, you cut yourself. So she saw this comment or read it in a magazine or something, and I didn't do mine this morning, but I know it works. You just take a piece of tape, any kind of tape, and first, of course, wash it real good. Hold the little cut together as best you can and put that tape on it just as tight as you can stand it, and just leave it, and it heals a lot faster. You get the two pieces of skin together and hold it real tight for, you know, maybe several hours or even a day, and boom, next day when you get up it'll be healed. So anyway, that's a little tip, and it does work. And this morning, because I wanted to put a little Neosporin on that, but I did put it, can y'all tell I got it really, really tight. So then a few hours from now I'll take it off and it won't bleed anymore, and tomorrow it'll probably be just about well. All right, let's get on with the smoothie this morning. So, oh wait, let me talk to you about something else. On the dates, y'all know that I've been using dates, for well over a year now to sweeten smoothies. And I finally just sat down and, you know, just put the pencil to it. Is this worth it? And the conclusion I came to is no, it's not, because the dates, especially those humongous California dates, are very expensive. And so I've just said I'm not doing that anymore, because I think the nutritional value and the fiber and all that in them is not worth the expense, because you can get the same thing off many other fruits and vegetables. So we're going to not do the dates, at least for a while anyway. But I think I've used them for a good probably year, and they do sweeten a smoothie without you adding anything extra. But this morning we're going to use the no high fructose corn syrup in the log cabin syrup, because I think it'll be really good. I'm also still out of oranges. We're going to go to the farmer's market at some point when we can find time. All right, so here we go. This morning I'm using, well, first of all, baby organic lettuce this morning. I'm using 6 little cubes of pineapple. Now, this is just a whole pineapple that I bought, I think it was last August or September. I just cut it up and froze it. It includes the core, because of course the core is just as healthy, if not more so, for you than the rest of it. It's just too tough to eat, but you can put it in the Vitamix. 3 cubes of cream of wheat and oatmeal. I'm going to go ahead and dump those in. And I'm using a sweet potato. Now this was cooked, baked in the oven, and then I just freeze them in the peeling and put them in a big gallon plastic bag. And then when you take them out, you can just scrape that skin right off of them. So I'm going to use that this morning. It's still a little bit frozen. So just cut that up, put it in. Now, I'm using a carrot, although I've got a lot of beta carotene in the sweet potato. I'm just going to go ahead and still use a carrot anyway, especially since I cut my finger on it. And so now, and how did I do that? I was holding it like that with the carrot, see, and I went boom, and cut my finger. I know you should never do that, but I do it just for the sake of time, saving time and all that. So we're also using a stalk of celery. Also, the other thing about this knife, it's got that little thing on it, and if you don't watch it, this finger will kind of slip down there. But hey, nothing can take the place of these knives. They're wonderful because they just stay sharp all the time. Or at least mine have stayed sharp. I just love them. But I've cut myself, let's see, I think I've cut myself 3 times on them so far. And I've had them, I don't know, several months, I guess. All right, I'm going to try to squeeze that banana out of the peel. I just cut both, sorry for the jiggling. Just cut both ends off of it, squeeze that out. If it's partially thawed out, you can do that. Just squeeze them out. That way you don't get that all over your hands, and all the strings will stay in the peeling, which works out really well. All right, so this morning I'm going to put just a little bit of peanut butter. It's probably just about a tablespoon, just enough that it can be creamy, and really you won't be tasting it, but it'll make the smoothie creamy. All right, so I'm going to put the syrup in now. Of course, it's got the maple flavor in it, and along with a lot of preservatives, I might add. But I'm going to put probably 2 tablespoons in there, because I definitely want it sweet enough. And about 1.5 cups of water. Yeah, about 1.5 cups. Let's see if that will work. All right, I'm going to grind this up, and we'll be right back. Wait a minute, let me come closer. I'll let y'all see what it looks like before I grind it up. And I'll time this and see how long it takes. Usually it doesn't take maybe 30 seconds. We'll be right back. All right, that took about 45 seconds this morning, and I think it's a little thick. So I'm going to give it a taste. Just a wee bit too thick. It tastes like log cabin syrup for sure. I'm going to put just a little bit more water in it because it's a little bit thick. Oh wait, I can taste the pineapple too. All right, here we go. I'm just going to leave it on while we do this. All right, that ought to do it. Yeah, I can taste the maple flavoring in the syrup, and I can taste, let me back y'all up. There we go. And I can taste the pineapple. But I certainly can't taste the greens, I can't taste the carrots, and I cannot taste the celery. Yeah, we've had no overage this week, so I don't have anything frozen for Sunday morning. Go ahead and fill these all the way full. All right, there we go. This was right at 50 ounces this morning. All right, there we have it. All right, let's give this another big taste. Pineapple and log cabin syrup, that's what it tastes like. It's really good. Very, very good. I wouldn't want to sweeten with the log cabin syrup every single day because it is a pretty strong taste, and that's what you're going to taste in the smoothie if you use it. But I am going to use sugar to sweeten now, and instead of the dates. I think I've got about 3 or 4 dates left in the freezer. So anyway, unless I change my mind later. Okay, y'all. So y'all understand about the comments. If I don't answer you, you know I didn't get it, okay? Or I didn't get it till days later. So anyway, and I appreciate all the comments. I love to read them. That is definitely what I do at night. And it's just so much fun because it's like we're talking back and forth just with some time lapse in between there, and I love it. So anyway, y'all keep sending the comments. And also today, I've got all the materials out to draw out the plans for the little tiny house. And we have learned a lot. We went ahead and are taking a course that Dan Lochi wrote. The course was like $49, and I think there's about 7 hours worth of videos. Now these are not videos that are on YouTube that are free, even though he's got some on YouTube that are free. But this just starts from the beginning with the trailer all the way up to the roof, to the plumbing, everything. And he is short, to the point, and very exacting, which I love, okay? So we're listening to all of those now. And you know, a lot of the stuff, of course, we already know how to do, but things like attaching the floor joist to the trailer, that's what we're having to learn. And, you know, just how to put the flashing under it and stuff like that. So we're having a lot of fun, y'all. We just can't wait to get started on this, but it's probably the best we can estimate. It'll be about the middle of March before we even get the trailer. Oh, and up in Mountain Rest, we have got to cut down 2 trees so that they can pull the trailer in, because we're going to get it delivered. And so we'll have to go up there a few days early and get those 2 trees cut. They're not really big trees. They're about maybe that big around and not all that tall, really. And they're the evergreen, you know, those, they call them black pines. And I'm not sorry to see those go, because I don't like them. But anyway, we do have to cut 2 of them. We've also got to move one of the little storage buildings up a few feet, and then that way they can pull right into the location. So we've got that all worked out. And by the way, we were able to figure that out by looking back at the video that I did when we were first up there last winter. And you can clearly see what you need to do, which was great, because we were sitting here saying, okay, well, we need to run back up there and measure that out. And I said, well, let's see if we can see that on one of those videos. And sure enough, you could see it. So we've got the water connections. There are 2 of them are right there. And then you've got a tree just a little ways over from the building. And then on the other side of the building, there's another tree. So we've got to pull that building up a few feet and cut those 2 trees, and then that trailer can be just pulled right in. So anyway, we're going to be working on the house plans. Now, with a tiny house, there's not a whole lot of planning to do. You're confined to that certain perimeter, and so then you just have to position everything in between that perimeter. So anyway, all right, so we will see y'all next time. Oh, by the way, I did make the manicotti last night, but I was too tired to record it, so I'm sorry, y'all. But we are going to get to those cookies, the brownies, and I don't know, I think I've already done a video on lasagna, but I'm trying to cook meals that I can put in the freezer, because we pretty much over the last 2 or 3 weeks have eaten all the meals I had frozen. So I'm trying to do that to kind of get ahead on that, you know. All right, we will see y'all next time. Bye-bye.